unmuted. Hello, Black Lion Guard. Thank you so much for the tier 1, my guy. 51 months. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Leave the country for 2 weeks and Microsoft concedes the console wars? What happened? Shit, dude, I know. Halo is on PlayStation now, which is crazy. And I really wish that Chad Warden was around right now for this. I really do. This is like the most certified Chad Warden event that can happen, for sure. Let's be real, they lost the traction of with the 1 and did nothing to actively gain ground back with the series. They have consistently been pushing themselves away from the very ethos of console gaming and going the way for Sega in the 2000s for years. Yeah, okay. That's actually a really good point, Crossy, and I would actually add on to what you're saying there and even go as far as to say that Microsoft never recovered from E3 2013 when the Xbox One was first revealed. They literally never recovered from that moment. Like the moment where they were like, oh yeah, we got DRM on physical media and stuff like that. And they did all that shit about, hey, look guys, TV. And no one gave a fuck about TV. Right? All those let me quiet the music down a little bit more. All those super out of touch features and things like that. Yeah, I'll just pause it. All those super out of touch the features and such that they tried to focus on, they never recovered from that. It was a whole meme. Everyone was just blasting their ass. The thing about Xbox, and the reason that Xbox 360 kind of took off in the first place, was because during the era of the PlayStation 3, Sony was being arrogant. Sony was being anti-consumer. But you have to remember that there is a lot of parasocial built up with gamers from PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. People loved God of War, Jak and Daxter, all these other PlayStation IPs. People weren't really attached to Xbox in the same way. But the thing that Xbox 360 did that was so exceptional was it came out and it was way more pro-consumer facing than what PlayStation was at that time. Now, granted, obviously they had the Red Ring of Death and other things happening that were not great for the hardware, yes. But for the most part, it felt like you could buy an Xbox 360, you got better online, you got all the same games because everything was going multi-platform back then, right? And kind of a better experience all around, and it was cheaper, significantly cheaper than the PlayStation 3, right? And that allowed Xbox to gain traction. The problem is that most people, I should say, obviously there are definitely Xbox fanboys, but the people that were drifting toward Xbox at that time weren't drifting toward it because they just had an inherent love of Xbox and loved Xbox IPs and loved all this stuff about Xbox. No, it's because they simply put out a better system at the time with a wide array of games. And they had a lot of exclusives that they paid for, obviously, like Lost Odyssey and such. And yeah, it was kind of a better deal for the average gamer all around to get an Xbox at that time. The problem is that they immediately undermined all that goodwill with Xbox One. They say, okay, so all of you bought an Xbox 360, therefore you'll all buy Xbox One. No, because Sony came out swinging, and not only did PS4 manage to take that pro-consumer angle again from them, and now PS4 looked like it was the one that was better for the consumer, didn't have DRM on physical media, etc. And also, hey, Sony's kind of back on track. The PS4 is reasonably priced. We're going to be producing all of our big IPs again that you have these warm feelings about from past generations, etc. And so at that point, people are like, oh my God, I'm going to get a PS4. And really, I'd say Xbox has never fucking recovered from that. The funny thing with Xbox One and Series is even with every sale of those consoles, Sony gets a cut, not to mention, not really, but they use Blu-ray, meaning for every machine produced, Sony has already made money off Xbox. That's actually really fucking funny. That is hilarious. I was holding off on buying the Xbox Series X since the prices usually go down by now, but nope. No way I'm paying premium for 5-year old hardware. Yeah. So normally I buy every console for each generation, right? And I think that last generation was the first time I skipped Xbox because I had the OG Xbox, I had Xbox 360, and then when it came to getting the Xbox One, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again. Like, maybe if they pay for some fucking exclusive and I'm like, okay, fine, I have to get one, then I'll do it. But I just did not want to pay for yet another box that I felt like was going to be kind of fucking useless by the end. Because I feel like PlayStation and Xbox are redundancy. Like, let's just be real. You really only need one machine like that, and then that's kind of it. You really don't need Xbox and PlayStation. See, like PlayStation and Nintendo, for example, occupy a different enough space such that there is a value proposition in owning a PS5 and a Switch 2, or, you know, like whatever, like the latest Sony and Nintendo hardware is respectively. Throughout all the generations, I'd say that the value proposition for a Sony console and a Nintendo console is strong enough individually of a value proposition to own both, right? I'm someone who owned a Nintendo DS and a PSP because there were good games on both. And if you wanted to play all the good portable games, you had to own both. And so I'd always buy both. And so far, that continues to be true. I'm still going to pick up my Switch 2 soon. And obviously, I own a PS5. But yeah, because of their exclusives. Yeah, mostly because of their exclusives. But, you know, the thing is, though, too, is that hardware used to be different enough that not only did like exclusives matter, but also performance of the games was different enough for it to be distinguished. Right, like if you look at like Digital Foundry's like comparisons now of like a PS5 versus like Xbox Series X like comparison, none of that shit is like, it's not like supremely different, right? It's like, oh, the shadows are like a little bit better on the Xbox version and are like you dropped like 3 frames on like the PlayStation version or something like that. Like it used to be a lot more drastic, especially during like the PlayStation 3 era, you know? And so even back then, there was a reason to buy something for PlayStation 3 or to buy for Xbox 360 because sometimes the ports were truly better on one than the other. But now it's just like, man, you're getting the same fucking game. The only time it's like actually different is if you're playing it on Series X, Series S. But even then, it's not like the biggest difference ever. I mean, the frame rates and stuff like that, it can be the biggest difference. So don't get me wrong. But generally speaking, though, yeah, you would buy them because of their exclusives. But the thing is, and the reason that exclusivity has kind of been dying is because games now cost so much to make. The only way they could even hope of making a profit on them is like literally releasing it on everything possible. Like, excuse me, even first party developers can no longer afford to have their games be exclusive anymore, which is actually pretty fucking funny if you think about it, because basically we ballooned to like the point of where the console manufacturer can't even afford to make fucking exclusives anymore. Yeah, exclusivity. I mean, exclusivity outside of Nintendo is dead. Like, let's just be honest. Like, that's what it is. Everything that's happening with PlayStation is a timed exclusive. It will end up on PC eventually, and judging by the rumors, it may even end up on Xbox. Because why the hell not, right? They're like literally not in competition anymore. Not really. Something that is funny looking back at the whole console wars with Xbox and PlayStation, which really did hit their zenith with in the seventh generation with the 360 and PS3. If you asked executives at Microsoft or Sony, I bet you would they would say Nintendo won by a landslide with Wii. We don't think about it as much, but Wii was a behemoth. I mean, I don't know, because actually, if you ask someone like the Sony execs, like I think that one of them like recently said that like they don't consider Nintendo competition, and they like Nintendo fans were like really angry about it. So I actually don't know. Um, where does this come from? Nobody asked them to spend $1 billion to develop games. Well, it's because we got on that track, right? We got on that track. And I mean, it is funny because I always use FF7 as kind of an example of this because FF7, funny enough, is like you could like literally look at FF7 and kind of see like the entire trajectory of AAA gaming as a whole, right? Because FF7 comes out, kind of creates AAA gaming, like as we know it, like this very expensive cinematic like game. Um, and something that a lot of gaming historians would point to is that by our modern definitions of AAA, Final Fantasy VII was like the first game looking back that fit that definition. And now, even with like remaking Final Fantasy VII, it's like, well, we can't afford to make it all in one game, right? They can't make it all in one game. So scale and scope has ballooned so much that the first AAA game getting remade now takes 3 games. Now takes 3 different, probably $100 million+ budgets. And yeah. And so it's insane to think that we kind of started out with AAA. I mean, AAA was always huge. Obviously, FF7 was huge, but it's just like, yeah, like it's ballooned so much. Cammy, what's up? How you doing? It's insane. Um, and so yeah, I don't think anyone. I don't think we asked for it, but I think that like we also we also kind of cheered it on too, for AAA to be in that position because each generation would get shown new graphics and they would blow us away and they'd make us buy new consoles and be more spectacle driven. I do agree, and we talked about this. Someone in chat brought this up last time we were talking, but essentially, it's really it may even be a millennial thing specifically to care more about graphics and spectacle than say a Gen Z thing or a Gen Alpha thing, because we were the ones that grew up with the concept that video games should get better each generation in terms of their spectacle and presentation and how they look, right? And so for us, every, 5 to 7 years, we would get a brand new look at hardware and mind-blowing new graphics, mind-blowing new tech. And it became part of the tradition of video games and like what we expect from video games. And so, it doesn't seem to me that the younger generations really give all that much of a fuck about how good the game looks anymore, right? They play, and I'm not saying any of these games are ugly. I'm just saying that none of them are like, this is the highest, like this is the epitome of like what technology can accomplish, etc. But like Fortnite and Minecraft, and even to an extent like Hoyoverse games, which again I would say that Hoyoverse games are actually very good looking video games, especially Genshin. But it's also not like realism simulator. It's not like this is the most aggressively good looking thing that you can make with money, right? This is the thing that makes video games more realistic and pushes them into the same spaces as cinema and things like that. I feel like graphics being more realistic and graphics having to, in a very linear fashion, get better each generation, might be, again, more of a facet of millennials who grew up with, the turn of the century with, video games starting out with more simple sprite graphics and then moving into very complex 3D graphics with very complex simulation of, lighting, water, physics, and stuff like that. And then also, too, like, let's be honest, because in those previous generations, we also saw a increase in like what game design could do as a result of that increase in technology, right? So the leap from, NES to Super NES to Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 to say GameCube and PS2, if you actually go through that as, linearly, starting with the NES games all the way through to like PlayStation 2 games, there is massive differences in game design that happens with each generation as a direct consequence of the game design, of the technology getting better. And so part of that is the association that is with the fact that as graphics get better, the actual game design can improve. What I feel like we're running into now is that in most cases, we're not limited by what the technology can render input on screen. The game design can be whatever it needs to be already, right? So we're not looking at like a huge leap in terms of game design. Most of the game design stuff that we've had since like, late PS2, early PlayStation 3, we've really just been getting kind of incrementally better at making those games, but we're not getting the same quantum leaps that we would get with each subsequent previous generation as a result of the technology. And so better tech now is not actually providing more interesting game design. We've kind of already hit the limit for that. That and focus on presentation is something I always glad didn't grip me as much as other. I think it's in part being a kid who grew up mostly playing handhelds like Game Boy, DS, PSP. Consoles were a family system. I wouldn't be able to play by myself a lot growing up. Yeah, for sure. I think if you were a handheld gamer, you probably have some expectations in check. Bro, I remember going from 2D to 3D and all other graphical jumps after. Shit was nuts. Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. If you're like a true boomer, like me, you remember seeing like your first 3D video game. I remember seeing my first 3D video game. Like, I don't know if that's a thing that anyone else in the chat shares, but yeah, like I grew up playing Mario 3, right? Granted, I was still pretty young when I first saw my first 3D video game. I was like 5. I was pretty young. But it was Mario 64, right before the Nintendo 64 came out. And so before that, I was actually playing Mario 3, one of the greatest video games ever made, by the way, Mario 3. I was playing Mario 3 with the NES that my family had, and I loved Mario. And I just remember I went to a Target, and in that Target, they had a kiosk for the Nintendo 64, and they had Mario 64 playing, and you could start a brand new save file on that kiosk. Because it was basically just the full ass game that they had plugged in. And you could start Mario 64 on that kiosk. And I saw Mario jump out of the warp pipe for the first time. And it's so funny too, because I feel like as I'm saying this, I feel like my brain like recalling like one of my first memories ever. Because it literally, like, legitimately is that deeply imprinted on my brain from how mind-blowing I thought it was at this time. And anyone who's older than me and they're like their 40s or 50s, it's probably even more deeply imprinted on their brain, even in a way, because they were old enough to process like how big of a deal that shit actually was. But even as a kid, for me, I was like, "Whoa, Mario's in 3D, and you can see like his whole world, and the camera rotates." And I was like, "Holy shit, this is so cool." Mario 3 is better than Mario World. You're not wrong at all. Mario 3 is actually better. I still enjoy Mario 3 more than Mario World. I'm sorry, Mario 3 is better. It clears. I think that Mario 3's identity is just cooler. Like the music and the sound effects and the level design and just how fucking unbelievably punishing Mario 3 actually is. Like, God, Mario 3 is unbelievably fucking hard of a video game. I tried playing Mario 3 again like recently, and I'm like, this is the most brutal video game that I have ever touched. And it's still brilliant. It's still brilliant. I haven't beaten Mario 3 to this date. Only World. Dude, Kimmy, if you can beat Mario 3, then like all the respect in the world to you for sure. All the respect in the world. Man, the fact that that game didn't have like save files or anything too is just like so nuts because you basically have to get proficient at like speed running it. I mean, this was the case with like most NES platformers, but it was brutal beyond belief. Yeah, I think most people's like growing up from like our generation was definitely like World, but like I was a Mario 3 head. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was just like the coolest Mario for sure. So, but what the fuck were we talking about? I forget. Oh yeah, we were talking about like the newer generation in graphics. I don't think that they care nearly as much. The most played games by younger generations are absolutely not games that are pushing the best graphics. Highly, and you did arrive at the best time. We were talking about Mario, bro. I was saying that I don't know if you would agree with this or not, Highly, and I was saying that Mario 3 is objectively the best Mario, like 2D Mario. Mario 3 is just so tightly designed. The worlds, the levels, the power ups. It feels like a natural evolution of everything in Mario 1. World is fun, but IDK, it always felt a bit too different and lacked something that Mario 3 has. Yes, yes. There is just something about Mario. Like, Mario 3 is the perfect sequel. It is like the perfect video game sequel. Everything that you loved about the first game, but just fucking better. Just fucking better in every conceivable way. And then also managing to have like its own identity separate from, or not like separate, but like, but also, yeah, kind of separate from like the first game too. Mario 3 is the best fucking 2D Mario. Like, no goddamn question. I fucking love Mario 3. My first video game, and still in a lot of ways, a game that I consider to be like something that foundationally shaped me. I'm actually looking back. I probably should have put it in like my 10 games to get to know me by. I didn't, but like, I do actually feel like I probably should have put Mario 3 in there in hindsight because it actually is a game that like is foundationally part of who I am as a human being. Mario 3 and World will be extremely close to me. My first Mario was World, so I have a softer spot for it. Mario 3 is the 2D Mario that expanded the universe, the world, but World had the best gameplay. I guess I'd have to like revisit World. It's been a long time. I periodically revisit Mario 3 though, because it's just got it is like the most nostalgic thing ever. But again, it is like literally not just like my first um it's not just my first Mario, it's also my first video game, period. Mario 3. So yeah, I fucking love Mario 3 for sure. insane to think that like maybe even without playing Mario 3, I wouldn't even be um, in this chair doing this stream right now because of the impact of that game. It's really cool. But yeah, I don't know if the newer generations have like the same type of affinity for graphics seeing like this linear upgrade for forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't think it's necessary, right? Um, and as the technology gets better to producing semi-realistic graphics, better graphics doesn't have to be as expensive. Expedition 33 kind of really made a dent, made a huge point on this, especially with how that game ended up being such a gorgeous game, by the way. But the tech is so good that even stuff that used to be like really expensive to do now is like super cheap, right? Like with Expedition 33, they did all the facial cap on an iPhone because you can do that now. Unreal Engine has this system where you can capture a facial performance of an actor using an iPhone's front-facing camera. And yeah, and so like all you have to do is just have like this headgear attached to them with the phone, and so like their phone will be like this, like attached to like a gear piece, and the phone will be able to capture their facial movements and be able to translate that onto a 3D model. So even some of the higher tech stuff that we used to associate with like this is the top of the line tech, we can actually have an actor's face capture the scenes for this. We no longer have to spend nearly as much money doing that in order to get the same results. Which actually, I think, I don't want to go off on too much of a weird tangent. We are going to play the game today, mind you. But I do think that, if anything, if there is any benefit to realistic graphics, or maybe not realistic graphics, just like realistically proportioned characters and faces more so. But I guess you could say realistic graphics. To me, the truest benefit for that in storytelling has just always been that you can do facial capture for realistic graphics, which I think is kind of important for telling certain types of stories that I don't think would be told quite the same way if you use stylized graphics, So like Expedition 33 or The Last of Us or something like that, I feel like in order to like capture the type of emotion that they're going for with a lot of subtlety of facial expression and things like that, I'm like, yeah, you got to use facial capture for that. Otherwise, I feel like it's a lot harder to capture a lot of that subtlety with maybe like stylized visuals. So, ultimately, I do think that there's always been kind of a place for realistic and stylized graphics, but I think that through technology, we've already kind of hit a good point with more realistic looking games, and as a result, I don't think that making them more aggressively realistic to an insane degree will make the games better, if that makes sense, right? So Expedition 33 and like The Last of Us 2, let's just say, are both realistic games, but I don't think that like if Expedition 33 had all the more realism that the tech afforded Last of Us 2, that suddenly Expedition 33 would have been a better game, right? Like, probably not really. Very marginal increase. So I think that, realism, good, should continue to exist. Stylized games, good, should continue to exist. But I do think that like we've already hit the barrier with like realism, and you know, I don't think we need to go too much further because we're getting diminishing returns. I've been toying with doing that 10 game stream myself, but I can't decide between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I adore Majora's Mask. It is my favorite Zelda, but Ocarina of Time is that game, first time playing Ocarina of Time as a kid does something to you. I hear Epona running across the hill with the moon in the background, and I'm a kid again. No, I agree. Ocarina of Time is definitely like a pretty dear game to me as well. But I think what made me pick Majora's Mask is that Majora's Mask is a game I fucking hated the first time I played it. I thought I was playing that game as a kid. I remember that like I had got the game, and I don't know, I guess my parents, maybe they were shopping around for a new car or what, but we were going around the different like car dealerships, and they had bought me the game earlier in the day. So I'm just like literally sitting in the car looking at the package of the game for like hours while they like go around doing all these errands, and I'm fucking frustrated because I'm like, y'all bought me a game, put me in like a car which felt like a prison at the time. And I'm just like sitting in the back seat with this game that I can't play yet, super excited for to play this and I can't. So when I finally get home, I play it, and the opening, I was just like, oh, this game is different from Ocarina of Time, right? And I got to the timer, and I thought, I hate this. Why am I on a clock? And I was so curious about, what would happen if the clock like ran out, that I just watched the game like where the timer, like all the time passed by. And I was like, oh my fucking God, you really do only have 3 days. And I just could not believe they would make a game like this at the time. So as a kid, I didn't even finish it. I was like, this shit sucks. I'm not playing this. And then something happened when I was like, oh, I know what happened. Twilight Princess was coming out. So Twilight Princess was coming out, and I was like, okay. I was like, I want to like revisit like some Zelda stuff, because I was so hyped for Twilight Princess. And I looked at Majora's Mask, and I think I had watched like or listened to like a podcast at the time, and they were talking about Majora's Mask and like how it's this great game, is really misunderstood. And I'm like, fuck, am I going to play this shit again? So I put the game in, and at this point in time, I'm like, Wii's coming out. So I'm like, maybe I'm like 16. I don't know. I'm somewhere around that. I'm like somewhere around like 16 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to play Majora's Mask again. So I put it on, and I'm older. And of course, as I'm older, I'm able to think through a lot of this stuff in ways that I couldn't as a kid. I'm able to appreciate things that I couldn't as a kid. And I'm realizing that as you go through and you get each one of these masks, there's like this kind of trade-off that you're making each time you choose to help somebody. And that you literally can't help everyone during all these times, right? And then also too, that there's just like this foreboding idea of like death, and how each day in the game, as the world gets closer to death, all these dynamic things are happening. And how this idea of like inevitable death is like kind of permeating throughout every single thing, all the sub stories, all the like everything in the game. It's permeating through. And I'm just like, oh, actually, this is the tightest fucking video game ever made. And so that's when I came to really appreciate Majora's Mask. But yeah, the first time I played it, when you're a kid, you're like, Why couldn't you just make more Ocarina of Time? But I'm glad they didn't just make more Ocarina of Time. Yeah, man. Like you cannot appreciate Majora's Mask the first go around as a kid. But when you're an adult and you replay Majora's Mask, it'll probably become your favorite Zelda story. Right? And I don't think that there are too many people out there. I mean, some people might say like Twilight Princess is their favorite Zelda story. I'm like, I think the best one is still Majora's Mask. It took me a while to gain appreciation for that game. Yeah, because like, the first time you played it, it's like it's man. Have you played Link's Awakening too? Yeah. I played Link's Awakening. I played pretty much all the mainline Zeldas. It took me years to get around to playing Breath of the Wild, but I finally played it before Tears of the Kingdom came out. Because I was like, okay, fine, I'll stop like putting it off. The only thing I'm behind on now is like spin-off Zeldas. Um, I have not touched those in a long time, but my favorite like spin-off Zelda is probably Oracle of Ages. Hey King, talking about your top 10 games, I see, yeah. Koizumi will always be Nintendo's best storyteller, one of the best in the industry, phenomenal. The same behind Link's Awakenings too. Yeah, my understanding, and you probably know better than me, is that Miyamoto kind of told him like, "Hey, don't ever fucking cook again," because I don't think like Miyamoto like really liked his storytelling from from my understanding at least of like what I heard. I may be wrong on this. And if so, that's a fucking shame because I think he should be like in charge of Zelda narrative like right now even. Right now even. I've talked to like Hylian about this before too, but I've always kind of felt like Zelda's stories are always at their most interesting when they kind of deviate away from like the strict Triforce narrative of things. But also, I feel like the devs are trying harder whenever they deviate away from Triforce stuff. The devs are especially cruel that the Anju Cafe series of side quests require you to go up to the moonfall starts to end it. So most players will then Song of Time back to the first day and erase the happy ending that they just gave these two lovers, or the fact that the quest has two endings, so you're forced to undo the conclusion at least once. Just cruel, man. I know. I know. It's fucking brilliant. And also, too, I think that Majora's Mask had some of the most brilliant side content in it because it was like the side content in it didn't feel like side content. It felt like just game content. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like collecting all those masks was each its own individual story in the game, and not in a way that side quest slop usually is in video games. And I'm sorry, yes, I am calling what 90% of modern video games put out as side quest slop. I am. I'm just going to say it. I think that most side quests in modern video games are not interesting and are actively just shit that they just put in the game to make it longer and pad it out. Like most side quest content is in video games right now is not good. One thing I think that like golden era RPGs did was like there was like meaningful side quest content, and it just is not like really a thing much anymore. I agree though. Koizumi. Oh wait, Miyamoto told him not. It's not that Miyamoto told him not to. He went with wild with Super Mario Galaxy again, and Miyamoto is heralding his story for the newest Mario film. I agree though. Koizumi could save Zelda storytelling. Tears of the Kingdom did a colossal damage to the investment of the mini in it. Hopefully, next 3D Zelda redeems EPD3 because wow, how did we go from Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom? Um, and I don't want to like disrespect Tears of the Kingdom or fans, but like, but I kind of am gonna do that with this statement. I don't even get why they made Tears of the Kingdom. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's like a terrible game or anything. I'm just like the amount of dev time that Tears of the Kingdom took. They could have just made a brand new Switch 2 Zelda, right? And put all those powers that they had come up with into the Switch 2 Zelda. And so it just felt supremely unnecessary to make Tears of the Kingdom. And in almost all ways, it felt like an extraordinarily unnecessary video game sequel. The new powers are insanely cool that you get in Tears of the Kingdom, and I do prefer them to Breath of the Wilds, but I do not understand why you just didn't make a Switch 2 Zelda. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was going to take 7 years to make Tears of the Kingdom or like whatever it took them, then like, why didn't you just make a Switch 2 Zelda, right? Like, it would have took the same amount of time and everything, and I just don't understand. And basically, they added enough map for like, I mean, you know, they added a ton of things to the map, and I'm just like, why didn't you just make a new map and a new Zelda? And like, it would have been better in my opinion. And again, like, it's not to say that Tears of the Kingdom is a bad video game by any stretch of the imagination, but just considering the resources and time involved, a Switch 2 Zelda seems like it would have been more profitable and even helped the sales of Switch 2. I mean, I probably would have gone and purchased my Switch 2 by now, had they, you know, had a Switch 2 Zelda at launch, but neither here nor there. Miyamoto is a weird man. The more you learn about him and some of the decisions he makes, absolutely cannot be understated the importance of his contributions have been to gaming as a medium. He is a genius. He is also a bit of a prick. He seems to dislike his seeming dislike of story focus, pushing constant gimmicks, and infamously sanitizing the Paper Mario franchise. We had years of the most boring cookie cutter Mario games because of him, supposedly. I mean, this is like kind of like the nature of you know, people who are kind of creatively genius in that way too, is that they're also kind of like, they have weird quirks, let's just say, about them that make them also kind of like, why are you like this? Did you watch that Tears of the Kingdom critique that blew up on YouTube from Skitty Bitty? Great channel covering what happened with the Switch Zelda games. No. You might should send that my way, actually. Is it possible there is another Zelda coming out since talk was a lot of asset reuse with new asset tools? Could have been making it simultaneously to announce at the the Game Awards. Almost read that as DGS. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that'd be cool if, like, you know, they were also working on like a second Zelda, and nothing about Tears of the Kingdom prevented this second Zelda, or maybe it even helped it throughout development. I think that would be like a really optimistic thing to hope for. I don't really know, but we'll see. Tears is a good game, but a dog shit Zelda. 30 years of built up lore, they just threw it out the window with that game. Bro, listen. I don't This is why, like, I don't put too much stock on Nintendo to care about this stuff, because what Nintendo primarily cares about is gameplay. Does Nintendo care about lore? I think they care about brand more than lore, if that makes sense. And lore is a means by which empowers the brand. All right, so as far as like the lore is connected to the brand itself, that's the extent that Nintendo cares about lore, I think. At least that's my read on it as someone who's played their games, is that The lore can be whatever the fuck it needs to be as long as it serves the brand. The biggest issue with Tears is the disrespect to anyone invested in the story. Now, yes, Zelda as a series doesn't respect continuity between all its games, but you can usually get into the stories of the games and immerse yourself when playing. So Tears makes a big deal out of the same, being the same Hyrule as Breath of the Wild. Where are all the towers, shrines, and guardians? Oh, they just vanished. There's some lore here, right? No, just gone. Nobody questions. And this is, but this is also why I say Tears is like the most unnecessary sequel, like ever, like ever. And it's still a great game, yes, but it's like, holy fuck! Why is this even a sequel? It does absolutely nothing to even remotely acknowledge or even pretend to actually be a sequel. And so I'm just like, if you're going to do that, why make a fucking sequel? Why make a fucking sequel? Like, why at all? There's just no sense to it. Whereas, again, at the very least, with Majora's Mask, you know, there is continuity between that and Ocarina of Time in such a way that Ocarina of Time felt, I mean, that Majora's Mask did feel like a continuation with that link, and it was actually kind of important for it to be that link, like specifically the Ocarina of Time link, right? And not just a new link. Sent the video on Discord. Thank you, NSP. I think Nintendo cares about lore. They just aren't always consistent. Like Tears, what they did with DK Bonanza is bewildering, showing of care for lore. They tried to connect it, Mario with DK. That's cool. But yeah, I just feel like when it comes to Zelda, like they sometimes care, and then sometimes they don't. But again, that's why I never followed like timeline stuff with Zelda like too closely, because I always felt like at any point in time they will pull the rug out from under me with with how much they care, right? So this allowed me to enjoy Tears a little bit more than most other people, because for me, my lens on Nintendo was basically that, like, yeah, they don't give a fuck. And I approached it with that. And so because I took it for exactly that, I kind of came in with a position that allowed me to enjoy Tears of the Kingdom maybe more than Zelda fans who were invested in the timeline and invested in what Breath of the Wild story was. Because if you are invested in Breath of the Wild and like Zelda timeline stuff and that continuity, then like Tears of the Kingdom was like, get fucked. Get fucked, bro. Like, we don't give a damn. And yeah. It's kind of crazy to think that we have gotten 4 Zelda spin-offs in between Breath of the Wild and Tears. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's what is like the meta of having a long-running series now, because mainline entries of most video games now take an absurd amount of time to make. And so in order to fill that time, you have to have B teams that are actively making games. And those B teams will make like maybe smaller games or maybe remakes and stuff like that in order to fill in the gap between the extraordinarily long releases that it takes. And so that's why, you know, we're getting all these Dragon Quest remakes, why we've always gotten so many Final Fantasy spin-offs, why Persona is now getting remakes to fill in the gaps between Persona 5 and 6. And so, now spin-offs, BT games, remakes, that's the nature of keeping a franchise engaging, keeping releases coming out while also doing that, and like I will also building up to the next game. So Hey, this weird evil goop in Tears looks very familiar to the evil goop in Breath of the Wild. The Malice, is this the same evil goop as they are both connected to Ganon? No, this is Gloom. Totally different evil Ganon goop. They can fuck off. Yeah. You're so not wrong, brother. Honestly though, like I actually, that's like another thing too, is that like Tears didn't do anything interesting with kind of the Triforce conflict whatsoever, I feel like. Because I feel like one of the cool things about like Zelda sequels like Majora's Mask is that once the Triforce conflict is kind of resolved for that specific Link, I feel like that's an opportunity to explore something within that Link's version of Hyrule and that version of Link and Zelda, that's not basically here is Ganon again, here's the Triforce conflict again. We can actually do something else with that story. Again, this is something that Majora's Mask did like some phenomenally interesting stuff with, right? And that I felt like Tears of the Kingdom did not do. I know this is dismissive as hell to say, probably even fair, not even fair to say the devs either, but fuck it, as a long time fan and customer. This is my initial feeling, but the reaction time it took to make talk, how, why, where did the time actually go? This is like 70% the venue. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how did it fucking take that much time? And it's like, it's still like a lot of the same game in the same map. I don't actually get in what way they benefited from it being a direct sequel, right? Like normally you see a direct sequel, it's like, oh, the direct sequel took half the time, right? Like say like with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? From remake to Rebirth took an extraordinarily shorter amount of time, has tremendously more content than remake, almost to the point of where it's a problem with the game. And but yeah, it is a shorter, cheaper thing to make than the first part, and the third part will also be shorter and cheaper to make and have even more content and et cetera, et cetera. But this shit, I cannot tell you, I can't look at it and point to like the clear advantages that they had, either from like the dev side or like the actual in-game side. I don't know. That's why I say, like, why wasn't this just kind of folded into the next Zelda instead? I feel like it should have been. Echoes of Wisdom actually did something interesting as the start of that game as Link beats Ganon, and they expanded the Triforce lore and introduced a being that existed in a void before the goddesses create Hyrule, and it has supposedly been trying to eat away at the world all that time to claim the Triforce. That's cool. Do more of that with Zelda. I like Ganondorf, but give me more Vadis, Giraheems. Yeah. No, I could not agree. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page with Zelda chat. Everyone's on the same page with Zelda. NSP, we need you to do a shot-for-shot comparison of Breath of the Wild and in Tears. Oh my god. Soul versus soulless guy. Yeah. I have been following that controversy. I don't want to say too much about it because, you know, my prerogative is never to be like to go after any other content creators or do anything like that. But I'll just say that, while of course I do make video game criticism on here, my goal is always to make critiques and discuss these games such that the developers can do better, such that we can get closer to the games that we want. And so I want everyone to be kind of successful and happy. And I only, really provide the type of critiques that I think help us do that, And I just think that, the more that we are able to have sensible, reasonable conversations, about about video games and like what's going on in them and like what stuff we like, what stuff we don't like, what's going too far with some stuff, then I think that the more we're able to, create a better game industry, better place, and like help the devs thrive. NSP not farming drama for views, incredibly based. We all knew that, but he always delivers. But see, here's the thing though. Maybe I should farm drama for views. Maybe I should, right? Because like, I mean, I'll give you a perfect example, like with Twitter, like, um, with Twitter, like if you ever have like a very like nuanced game take, really with anything, it's not just video games, but let's just say with like video games, because that's kind of the communities in which most of us thrive in. Um, if you ever try to like really have like a more nuanced take, or like a more, and not even nuanced necessarily, but just not something that is so quippy in the sense of like, I am going to post like this thing that's like a total own of this game, or like what people think of this game or something like that, right? Um I people want you to like post like the own, right? They want you to like own something. And I don't mean like own as in ownership. I mean like ponership. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm using like 2006 lingo here. But it's like, they want it to be something that's like no nuance, flat statements that a particular camp can get behind. And what you'll quickly notice about most of my thoughts, most of my tweets, etc. analysis, is that I don't post like a quick own for like a 99. I mean, some shit is deserved, and I do. But like 99% of the time, for most stuff, I never am posting like a quick own. Like it's never just like a the devs are stupid, or like, and it's such and such is dumb. My way of thinking is always just like, well, this and this are happening. So logically, X person's motivation is this, and this is what this company wants. And if they want to achieve that, these are probably things that I think that they can do, or that they shouldn't do, or that I think that they did wrong, etc. But I think that like, kind of like the current state of, just online discourse is to have that like, again, I keep using this word, but it really just describes the way in which most stuff, especially, it's like this in games and politics and film discussion, everything really. It's basically to have that own, that like that moment where you're just like, you just write like that one sentence and you describe like how stupid everyone is. Or you do a bad faith read of like, you do a bad faith read about like what people value or don't value in something. And you do that in order to kind of like, to basically diminish people who don't agree with you as just like being like really stupid. I think kind of a perfect example too, is kind of like discussions on like turn-based and like Final Fantasy. Cause like, if you even post like, hey, I miss turn-based Final Fantasy games, which happened a lot during Claire Obscure's release, there was actually like a very like, it was almost like a template own that you could do of somebody to ratio them, where you just post all the other turn-based games that Square Enix makes, right? So I could just post like, hey, I really liked Final Fantasy X's combat. I wish there were other FF games that were like that. And then someone will immediately quote tweet that with like an image of Bravely Default and Saga and Dragon Quest 11 and Bravely or something else, and then they'll be like, oh, you don't even play Square Enix's other turn-based games. And that's kind of like a recent example of that type of like quick own discourse. I'm not trying to engage with you. Like, this is like very easy box, yeah, box that I can put you in, exactly, a Black Lion Guard, and like that way I can be like, huh, you're in this camp, I'm in that camp, and it's just like no. So if you were skirting around the latest drama, sums it up. I have long levied Sevi fans. I've long levied against Sevi fans of anything applies to. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm reading this badly. If you're skirting around the latest FF7 remake drama, it sums up an issue I've levied against FF7 fans, but really fans of anything this applies to as well. So many people who truly think they adore something that they played when younger actually don't know what that thing, what know that thing as well as they think. Oftentimes, they are too blind by their own nostalgia to remember what that thing actually is in all its parts. People should probably go back to their childhood favorites as adults. Yeah, for sure. It's easier for humans to quickly put things in boxes like good or bad, and then have an emotional response you can ride for a while. It's harder to spend time to think about the nuance and come to a reasonable conclusion that likely isn't as exciting. Classic sensationalist journalism. Yes, and it's why I think I'm always like, man, if I was like a guy that was like firmly in a camp for things, I was like thing good, thing bad. In most cases, it would drastically benefit my viewership and my engagement and all of my numbers. I would actually be significantly better off being that person. Unfortunately, it's just not in me to be that person. It's just really not. Um, even like video games and even Final Fantasy games that I'm not like a tremendous fan of. I think I'm still able to approach them uh, in a sort of objective way, or I could talk about them and kind of still appreciate a lot of the things in them, you know, such has been the case with even 13 and 15, which I think, uh, you know, as video games, I have so many issues, so many issues with them. But I wouldn't say that like, everything that happened with those two games in particular was like the worst thing ever. And I get why people really love them in particular. I somewhat love 15. Also kind of hate it too. But we talked about that before too. Dude, my guy, hello, man. Um, so anyway, yeah. I think that it is not it's not good for content to be like actually analytical. It's not. Because actually being analytical uh, is really hard. It's really hard, and I feel like also too when you're actually being analytical, you're you kind of always have to update, you know, your assessments as you go along, because the more time you spend analyzing something, the more energy you put into something. You're kind of like looking back and you're kind of like, okay, I've heard so many things, I've discussed so many things with people, I've looked at this long enough, and so you're constantly engaging and kind of challenging yourself even with certain things, which is why, even with me, you see me kind of move back and forth on certain things. And it's not that I'm just like, randomly having like this change of heart depending on what the discourse is. It's just that because I'm so knee deep in thinking about a thing all the time, that those thoughts are constantly evolving. And as I hear from more people, and as I reflect on things, as I get more distance from those things, those kind of thoughts evolve into certain things. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that my opinions on those things change. It just means that that the perspective by which I look at my own opinions and deliver them also can may change as well. And so but all of that takes a lot of energy, and it's not easy to sensationalize, right? And it doesn't give people kind of like, again, the gut punch own moment that they want from a lot of the discourse and stuff like that, right? Because the problem with discourse is that a lot of times we want there to be a bad guy, right? Like we want someone to be bad so that we can be good, and so that we can own them, and so that we can have like this mental image of people who think a certain way, and we can like we can be like, ha, those guys were the bad guys who think that, like, I don't know, who think that this thing is like this, but actually it's like this, and they're dumb. And we love that. We love that moment. But we have to stop having those moments because they're not good for our society. And social media has made it so that like all we do is live off of those moments. We are perpetually seeking that type of like moment where we like totally own the people who disagree with us. Oh my God, they're so stupid. They're so stupid because they thought a thing that was like not the thing that we thought. Dumbasses. You know, I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm above it either in any sense, because, you know, every now and then I'm like, fuck it, I give in too. But I try to catch myself in it and pull myself out of that type of thinking now. I think that's actually like the biggest thing that like, or at least one of the biggest things that you should acquire as you grow up is realizing like when you're falling into that trap and like avoid it. Yeah, everyone wants to put a category so they can label them and mock or dismiss their opinions, right? And then it's also kind of like, you know, once I've labeled you, then I can assume other things about your opinions, right? So again, I'll use this when I talked about like the discussions about like turn-based Final Fantasy. This is something that happened to me. All I said was that like turn-based Final Fantasy is still on the table. Now, if you guys know me, I say that like gun to my head, I would say probably they should continue with like the remake style of combat, right? Because I think that there's a lot of potential in that. But I think that like one of like the most insane like comments that I ever got was basically just like when I said that like, hey, there was like really a style of game that people enjoyed with like Final Fantasy 7 through 10 and Lost Odyssey. And it's cool that we have something like E33 now. And I'm like, maybe you can call this style of game like something like high fidelity turn-based. And I still have people that like take that and be like, oh, these people have not played any turn-based games since 10. No, you want to be able to have the perspective that nobody has played any turn-based game since Final Fantasy X, because that allows you to feel like you are the more educated gamer, right? And that's not necessarily true. And in fact, a lot of people have actually, a lot of the, like, say, turn-based purists for Final Fantasy actually have moved on to, say, Persona or Metaphor or like the Team Asano games, etc. Right? That's just like one of the examples that comes to mind, but it's just like those people want to actively believe that about you because it is easier to do. When you think about it, Twitch is kind of real high fidelity turn based. You're right. You're right. Someone can say, I prefer turn-based FF, and a bunch of people assume that means the person is bad at action games, which may be true for some people who prefer turn-based. But some just prefer to keep FF turn-based and get action from other games. Right. Right. But if you just say like that's a thing that like immediately people will like corner you on. You can just say I prefer the turn-based FFs. No other statement. Does not even mean that like you say you hate it 16 or Rebirth or something like that, right? It just means that like, hey, I fucking maybe the guy just likes Final Fantasy 4. Like that's just like his thing. He likes like FF5. You know, he's like, yeah, I fuck with that shit. That's what I like. But people then are like, oh, you're the type of guy that's like this, and that, and you can be like, no, actually, I'm not that type of, you know. And you know, we still kind of we still kind of see this a lot with we're gonna start trails now, for sure. But we still kind of see this a lot, even with E33, right? Like I said, you know, you'll have somebody who like, in like the last like round of E33 discourse was caused by two people, right? It was literally two people, and those two people basically were saying some pretty egregious or what's the word? They were saying, let's just say, some insane stuff. And like one of them was even saying like, I think the story in video games is usually bad, and I like skip all the cutscenes. That was like literally the way the tweet started. The guy was like, I skip all the cutscenes in video games normally, but the ones in Expedition 33 are pretty good. Now you can tell, obviously, this guy cannot be fucking serious. This is clearly rage bait. This is like so fucking obviously rage bait. Like there's no other way to like look at this other than the most obvious bait that ever baited like ever. And people were like, seriously, I'm not even kidding, actively engaging in conversation around this, right? And mind you, the guy had maybe nobody agree with it, virtually agreeing with him, right? We're talking about 10,000 people to 1, and I'm not even exaggerating that ratio. Thought we was still in Bose? No. We're in Ruan. I played a little bit off stream for like an hour and a half, so we're in Ruan now. Oh, Fast and Bulbous, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope that, by the way, I hope that guy does well. I only mentioned the drama as a meme, just want to be clear. Oh, no. You're good. I just figured I'd take some time to talk about it since you mentioned it. It wasn't like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. Thank you again for the super chat, though. Did you see any more Silent Hill F endings? Oh my god, Black Lion Guard. Not only did I see all the endings, I actually have an essay in the works for Silent Hill F. That's coming, I want to say this week, but probably next week. Probably next week.
Hello there. Welcome to the Bracer Guild.
Silent Hill F is one of my favorite narrative experiences of the year. In fact, I'm going to be honest, it is probably my #1 favorite narrative experience of the year. Don't get me wrong, I still love Expedition 33. And Expedition 33 is still probably my #1 game of the year, like my ultimate game of the year. But my favorite video game story of the year is probably Silent Hill F. And I know that's probably a controversial take, but I think the way that game approached its storytelling and just how excited I was for every single second of it. Can you recap your offline story beats? Yeah. So basically, we made it to the town of Ruan, and we've been shown around. Estelle got hit on by a bunch of what they call in Japanese nampa, pickup artists. They tried to hit on Estelle, and that didn't go too well. And like the mayor showed up, I believe it was, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck you kids doing in the streets?" And He told them off, and it was glorious. So that's where we left off at.
Oh, and if it isn't Chloe.
We didn't miss too much significant.
Did the headmaster ask you to bring us another monster request?
I only played a little bit off
I know.
stream because I'm like,
for the school festival, right?
will we ever be able to get through this just through stream? I don't know. But we're gonna try. No, I'll be back with that another day. Today, I'm just looking around the city with these two.
Them, huh? They don't seem to be academy students.
Let me turn it up a little bit, just a little bit.
Hold on. Are those emblems?
Nice to meet you. I'm Estelle, a junior bracer. And I'm Joshua, also a junior bracer.
So you two are Estelle and Joshua. My, we're very happy to have you. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival since I heard from the Bose branch.
It's great to hear that Old Man Lugren got the message out to you. We'll have to thank him properly.
My name's Gene. I'm the branch officer here at the Ruan branch. I'll be overseeing and supporting you during your time here. A pleasure to be working with you two.
Nice, it's a pleasure to be working with you too.
I've got high expectations of you two. After all, you're the heroes who solved the Sky Pirate incident.
The Sky Pirate incident? Are you referring to what happened in Bose? I happened to read a little bit about it in the latest issue of Liberal News. Of course not. We just helped out a bit. Was the Royal Army who actually arrested them? Yeah, Master Key, I thought that same exact thing. I was like, that's repetitive dialogue.
No need for that modesty. Old Man Lugren told me all about it. Now, let's get that transfer paperwork out of the way. Could you sign here?
Is it odd that the NPC is the voice one? It's jarring at first, but you get used to it. I think it's not like that weird after a while because it's kind of like, I don't know, say in like a Persona game or like a Zelda game, it just feels like, you know, maybe you're selecting your dialogue options except you're not actually selecting them. And like, you just kind of become like a voiceless protagonist for a second, in a way, like a silent protag.
Go on, just
that's how I look at it.
Sign.
Although you're not completely silent, I guess. Okay, we might as well. Estelle and Joshua signed the transfer paperwork.
All right, now you two are officially bracers of the Ruan branch. Phew, Ruan sure is glad to have you during these busy times. You're all mine now.
That's weird. I have a bad feeling about this. From what I've heard so far, it sounds like you're seriously understaffed. Did something happen?
It's nothing too serious, but yes. Thing is, we've got a visitor from the royal family in Ruan right now.
The royal family? You mean the queen?
Not a chance, but a royal nonetheless. Here to inspect the city of Ruan, apparently.
Well, that's crazy. But I still don't get why you're shorthanded.
Well, it's royalty we're dealing with. Mayor Dalmore is real concerned that something might go wrong. That's why he requested extra security for the whole city of Ruan.
That explains what you were discussing upstairs. But to think he would request more security for the whole city?
Well, we've been having problems with delinquents hanging out around the port. I think that's the mayor's main concern.
Delinquents? Oh, like that guy who harassed us earlier? Yeah, I can see why he's concerned now.
You know them?
Well, actually, they explained what happened earlier.
I see, so you were visiting the warehouse district. There's a gang who call themselves the Ravens who like to hang around there. The ones who were bothering you must have been their leaders.
The Ravens, huh? Cool name for a bunch of losers.
They used to be a pretty quiet group, but they've been getting out of hand lately. I understand the mayor's concerns, but we've got the entire freaking region to cover. Anyway, now you know why we're in a bit of a pinch at the moment. I really am grateful to you two, my precious, precious lifesavers.
I sure hope we don't disappoint. All right, we'll get down to work first thing in the morning. Please don't hesitate to call on us if anything comes
I'll
up.
be counting on you.
All right, Master Key, you have a good one, then. Oh, it's already getting dark. Wow, look at that sunset. It really is exceptional. Looks great against the white buildings. I love it too. Oh, I believe it's almost time. Time for what? I love that Ruan is like yet another town in a JRPG that's based off Venice. Which, if I had $1 for every JRPG that has a town that's based off Venice, I would not be streaming right now. I'd be good, man. I would not be making content. Wow, this is incredible. How long does it stay up? I think about 30 minutes. It rises once in the early morning, just before noon, and finally in the evening, staying up until ships have passed. I see. So it's during the times when there are fewer people crossing the bridge. I've heard visitors are often bewildered the first time they see it. Oh, by the way, Estelle, Joshua, do you know where you'll be staying for tonight? We can probably crash upstairs at the guild. That said, I'd love to spend the night in a fluffy hotel bed. In that case, you might want to hurry and go book a room. It's tourist season currently, so rooms will likely be booked up quickly. Ah, good point. We should really hurry. Let's go find a hotel. Oh, thanks. Droplet of magic. Okay, cool. I mean, it's like the easiest thing to do, right? Like the water city. Make it look like Venice. It's like, you know.
Will you be resting here?
Everyone does it.
Phew, that was a good break.
Yeah, Altisha is still kind of like the one, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. I like literally rested at the hotel. Don't tell me I can rest at the hotel, but I can't get a room at the hotel for narrative reasons. That's funny. No, but we don't. But are there any rooms still available? You've arrived at just the right moment. The reservation for the top floor suite was just canceled. I could book you in there for the night if that would suit you. Top floor suite, huh? Sounds pretty sweet. Won't that be pretty expensive? Since there was a cancellation, you may have it for the same price as a regular room. Besides, unless I'm mistaken, you two are bracers. We rely on your guild often, so please allow us to offer you a discount. That's an offer too good to refuse. Alright then, we'd like that room, please. Of course. You certainly lucked out there, Estelle, Joshua. Well then, I believe it's time for me to head back to the academy. I really must hurry, or I may miss the dormitory curfew. Oh, right. You said you had to be back by sundown. I wanted to hang out some more, but I guess rules are rules. Shall we talk with you back to the take you back to the academy? No, but it's all right. I know the way back by heart. Cool. Thank you for letting me accompany you today. Oh, please. We're the ones who should be thanking you. She's right. We truly appreciate all your help today. Oh no, I didn't do much. By the way, you mentioned you'd be staying in Ruan for some time, did you not? If you're free, would you like to come to our school festival next week? School festival? From its name, I'm assuming it's some kind of special event. Yes, it's a festival organized by the students with the school's permission. It's a tradition at the Royal Academy. Oh, I love these kinds of events. Will there be food stalls and shows? Of course they'll be very well prepared. They're all very well prepared. Count me in. No way I'm missing that. Actually, can we help with your festival? Estelle, didn't you just hear Jean mention that they're really busy right now? Yeah, I did. Well, maybe we could take one day off to visit the festival. So let's work hard until then, okay? Fine. Estelle, Joshua, I think it's time I headed back for the day. I hope to see you again soon. Likewise, see you. Take care on your way home. She has such a charming aura. So dignified yet reliable. If I were a guy, I'd definitely fall for her. Well, that aside, she does seem to be a genuinely kind person. I doubt she has any ulterior motives. Of course not. Don't lump her in with that sky pirate girl from before. Anyway, today really was our day. We met some great people, even got a nice room on the top floor. Maybe even seeing, it's pronounced like sick, right? At the lookout in Menorah brought us some good luck. You might be right about that. Well, shall we go ahead and drop off our luggage in the room? Yeah, top floor, here we come. Okay, it is Sieg. Sieg. Wow, this room is huge. Oh, so this is the bedroom. The top floor, and it's a suite too. I'm starting to feel a little guilty about staying here for the regular room rate. Hey, they offered it to us. We might as well make the most of it. Oh wow, it even has a great balcony. Yeah, the view is spectacular. But man, does it feel a bit too much for just us. I wish Dad were here, right? Really, what could he be doing?
Aha! This is quite the room indeed.
Oh no. Did you hear that? Yeah, it sounded like it came from inside.
Yes, this room will suffice. Yes, I like it. I will use this room for the duration of my stay.
Wow.
Please wait, Your Grace. I believe this room is already occupied by other guests. I'd recommend staying at the mayor's mansion as we originally planned.
Silence, Philip! I cannot see the ocean from that place.
Silence, Philip.
This seaside hotel has a great view and a nice, relaxing breeze. Why, look! The balcony is open, so... Just who are you two? Are you bandits? Are you here to assassinate me?
What kind of nonsense question is that? Who are you, old man, and why did you bar us into our room?
How dare you call me old man? Very well. Are you the guests staying in this room? From now on, this will be my private room during my stay in Ruan. Now be gone at once.
Huh? Seriously? What are you talking about? Why do we have to be the ones to leave? We'd appreciate an explanation.
This is why dealing with ignorant commoners is so tiresome. Do you not know who I am?
Not a clue. All I see is a middle-aged man with a weird haircut. She said, damn, Unc. Your hairline's fucked up.
Weird haircut?
That's just rude. That's just rude. Call it a unique haircut. Ah, right. It's all in the phrasing.
Very well. Clean out those ears and listen closely. My name is Dunan von Osles. I am the nephew of Her Majesty Alicia II, and have been granted the title of Duke. Stunned beyond words, I see. I take it you now understand why I am demanding that you forfeit this room?
Yo, why has he got the Patara earrings on from Dragon Ball Z? You know what I'm talking about? That's brilliant, old man. You're killing me over here. Are you seriously telling me that you're the Queen's nephew? Stop that, Estelle. It's rude to laugh that hard. Maybe he was trying to lighten the mood with that joke.
You disrespectful commoners.
See? Bro, he's got the Patara earrings on. Like, literally, look at him.
Excuse me, sir, madam, but His Grace speaks the truth. Where are my
What?
manners? I should introduce myself. My name is Philip.
Silence, Philip.
I have had the honor of serving His Grace, the Duke, since the day of his birth. I
see.
assure you, without a shadow of a doubt, it is true. The man before you is Duke Dunan, the legitimate nephew of Her Majesty.
There's no way, but putting aside the bowl cut guy, this butler gentleman seems like the genuine article. Thinking of it, Jean did mention something about a member of the royalty visiting Ruan.
Finally, you understand just how important I am. I, the next king, am granting you the honor of gifting this room to me. Such an opportunity is rare indeed.
Like heck it is. Just because you're royalty doesn't mean you could force people
sir,
to.
Madam, please, wait 1 minute.
Huh?
If I might have a word. My deepest apologies. I humbly request this favor. Won't you accept this in exchange for the room?
Mr. Butler. I mean, that's far too generous.
His Grace can be quite stubborn once he's made a decision. And as the one responsible for his upbringing, I am entirely to blame.
He's two douchebags fused into one, so true.
Please, I beg you.
Well, I guess it can't be helped. If you really need it that much, we'll give you the room. But we don't need the mirror.
It's only fair.
It's fine, really. We're really thinking this room is a bit too much for us anyway. Good luck babysitting that old man, though.
Sir, madam, I am deeply grateful for your kindness.
Silence, Philip.
Hey, what are you all whispering about? Plotting something, are you?
Nothing at all. My apologies for the disturbance. We'll give the room to you, Your Grace.
Is that so? You should have just said that from the beginning. Everything would have been fine. Now, you'd best not forget that humble attitude.
Unbelievable. If you'll excuse us. I see. I had informed His Grace that the Duke that you had already taken the room, but our most sincere apologies. I never expected anything like this. Oh no, don't worry. This is all the selfish Duke's fault anyway. By the way, do you have any other rooms available? We'd be just fine with the regular one. Well, the last room was taken just a short while ago. It seems we completely underestimated the tourist season. Please do not worry. We take full responsibility for this incident. I will personally arrange alternative lodgings for the two of you.
Yo, sounds like you brats are in a bit of trouble, eh? Hey, Estelle. Joshua. I haven't seen you since we met at the Sky Pirates hut.
Niall. Good evening. I didn't expect to run into
Took
you
the
here.
words right out of my mouth. I had no idea you kids were in Ruan. Anyway, what's going on here?
We're here because they explain the evening's happenings.
Never a dull moment with you two, huh?
Niall, this is actually pretty
Anyway,
serious.
I could solve this problem for you, kids. You come stay in my room.
Huh?
Got a couple free beds anyway. Hey, you don't mind, do you?
Of course not. It would be an enormous help to us as
Well,
well.
that settles it. It's the room at the end of the basement floor. Come on, don't be shy.
You really think this is okay? He's the one who offered. If anything, I think it'd be rude of us to refuse. He'll probably just ask us for some juicy info in return, though. Yeah, no kidding. Well, I guess it's all just the price we have to pay. Yeah, Niall's in like his late 20s, bro, and they make him like out to be like this old ass man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But that's just JRPGs, right? Come on in, come on in. Help yourself to any of the open beds. Thanks for letting us stay with you, but what's the catch? Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I owe you big time for that scoop the other day. Consider this my way of saying thanks. You mean the scoop about the Sky Pirates? How did it go down? It sold like hotcakes, especially my article about Colonel Richard and the Intelligence Division's achievements. That was a huge hit. It almost feels like I earned more of the Colonel's section than all the Sky Pirate stuff. Really? He's that popular, huh? Rumor has it, he even got a medal from the Queen for for his role in dealing with that incident. Apparently, his popularity in the capital is through the roof. And we've got plans for an exclusive interview, too. Wow, that's impressive. Well, with his handsome looks and that smart, dependable vibe he's got, it's understandable he's so popular. And I gotta say, after talking to him one-on-one, he's a pretty likable guy. But you know, what's wrong? I'm 29 and I feel younger when I look at Niall. No, bro. Bro, unless you are like maybe like 40 plus, like I think like looking at Niall, you should feel like young. His age does not match like how they made him look like whatsoever. Most people at like 20s, like 20 anything, don't have that much like of their college and just like sucking in type face look. It's pretty rare. Thanks to the article, I got a huge bonus. I'm finally free from babysitting duty. Colonel Richard really did me a solid. When you say freed from babysitting, you mean Dorothy? Oh, now that you mention it, she's not here with you? I was just watching over her as part of her training. But with that last scoop, our partnership is officially over. I'm kind of worried about leaving her all on her own like that. Not another word. I've been trying not to think about that. Anyway, I'm using that bonus to enjoy a little vacation right now. So you say, but you're after another scoop, aren't you? I know. It's the Duke, right? You mean Duke Dunnan? Damn, shame what he did to you two. From what I've heard, he's a pretty wild guy, the black sheep of the royal family. Rumor has it that Queen Alicia has her hands full with him too. I'm honestly not surprised. Honestly, he called himself the heir to the throne. Wait, was he serious about that? No way I'm calling that weird old man your majesty. Well, it's true that the queen's getting on in years and he does have a strong claim to the throne. And it's been some time since their son passed away. I'm not sure people would be thrilled with the idea of the Duke becoming king, though. You're less informed than I expected, Niall. Does that mean this scoop is about something else? Huh, right on the mark. Man, you're as sharp as ever, kid. The answer is yes, but I won't say anything else. It's a pretty big scoop, you know. Honestly, it's got me even more curious. Well, whatever. We're not the reporters here. We'll just look forward to reading your article. Yeah, just leave it to me. By the way, you two haven't had dinner yet, have you? Come along, my treat. What? Really? Thank you very much. That night, Niall treated Estelle and Joshua at the Levanter Casino and Bar. After savoring a variety of dishes made with fresh seafood at the Azalea Bay, the Bracers had to carry Niall, dead drunk, back to his bed in their room. That's funny. Before heading to bed themselves. Game is so cozy. It's the coziest JRPG maybe ever. The best game you could probably play on like a Steam Deck or a Switch is this.
All these torn clothes must be proof the children are full of energy. Well, I suppose it's time I get to bed. Oh, Adios. I humbly ask you to bless the children with a healthy tomorrow. What is that sound? It's just like the burning of firewood. And this smell. No, it can't be.
That's probably not good, bro. Oh, shit.
Wake up, children!
Whoa! I'm so sorry. I'm never doing it again.
Oh, Clem. Another bad dream?
Holly! Daniel! You must wake up at once!
What's going on? Matron Teresa?
Did Sephiroth do this?
There's a fire!
True.
What? Really?
Quickly, down the stairs. Do not panic, but follow me as quickly as possible.
Whoa! What is this?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That whole like cutscene took so long in explaining it that the fire fucking spread.
I'm scared.
Oh man. She should have been like, get the hell out. We gotta go.
Follow me, children. Hurry to the
Instead
exit.
she was like, children, we must leave.
This cannot be. Oh, Adios. I ask you only, please save these children.
That's that's so funny. It's not funny. They're gonna burn to death, but it's kind of funny how it played out. The next morning in the city of Ruan. I was like, where's the urgency, dog? You're totally hungover, huh? You get tipsy so easily. You really should have eased off the alcohol last night. Want me to go buy some medicine? Nah, I'm good. Well then, I gotta go gather some material. Thanks for letting us stay last night. And for the last meal as well. If you come across any interesting stories, just let me know. I'm gonna be in Ruan for a while. See you, kids. Good thing their house is made of stone. No. We should ask Jean to get us some work.
Hey, is that?
Yeah, it's the land. Looks like it's back in service.
Oh, I'm getting kind of emotional. Don't you think, Joshua?
Yeah. So this is what being a bracer is all about.
Morning, Jean. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Thanks for showing up. Of course, we promised we would after all. Are there any tasks we could take on? Oh, lots and lots. I'm going to have you do all of them, but which should I pick first? Please keep it reasonable. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, this is the Bracer Guild. Oh, from the White Magnolia. I wasn't expecting a call from you. Man, I'm surprised you were able to use that old communicator. What? I see. That's very unfortunate. Oh no, the music stops. Dang. I wonder if they all died. Holy fuck. I'll send over our bracers right now. What's wrong? Did something happen? Yes. I'm not sure if it was an accident or a crime. But a fire broke out at the orphanage along the seaside way last night. What? Seriously? Twitch comments are coming on really slow for some reason. I don't know. That's weird. I guess something's wrong with the back end right now. The owner of the inn in Minoria went out of his way to call us. It was a place called Masseria Orphanage. Do you know the place? Know the place? We just visited there yesterday. So are the matron and the children there safe? I don't know. Oh, fuck. I'd like the two of you to go to the orphanage and find out what you can. Can I ask you to do that? Of course. We'll head to the orphanage right away. Thanks, I'm counting on you. There are a few requests I'd like to assign to you, but none of them seem urgent, so I'll leave the decision up to you.
Where did the fire even come from? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Let's just pray that everyone's safe.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, gotcha.
Turn our quest in. Hylian, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Job well done.
Is it on slow-mo? Really? It shouldn't be. Let me check. One sec. That is strange. Why is it doing that? Interesting. I assume it's on the Streamlabs back end, because it shouldn't be in slow mode or anything like that. If I do, room is not in slow mode. Yeah, I think it's just the back end on Streamlabs that's doing it, because I have it to manage the multi-stream. Yeah. But the actual chat itself works, right? It's just the way it shows up on stream. Wait, all those quests are medium, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, this is like the worst possible time for a side quest to pop up. I want to know what happened to the kids. I don't want side quest stuff right now. They were all medium, I think. Wait, which one's this? Subquest. Oh wait, in Ruan. Medium.
Stay alert.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna do this first, because I gotta know what happens here.
Be there in a jiffy.
As long as the time for the quest isn't listed as short, you can advance the story quite a bit. When their time is short, you gotta get them done before any plot or they fail. Okay, cool. We're good then, because I want to get to this first. This is terrible. It's completely burned down. Huh? Who are you? Oh, are you two from the Bracer Guild? Yeah, we are. And I'm assuming you two are from Menorah? Yeah, we're here to clear the debris. The fire broke out in the middle of the night, so we rushed over to help put it out. But as you can see, we couldn't do a thing. What about the people inside? The matron and the children? Don't worry, they're all safe. Okay, they're all good. They're all resting in the inn in Menorah right now. It was a pretty bad fire, but at the very least, no one was badly injured. Thank goodness for that. It could have been much, much worse. We're going to stay here for a bit longer to clear the debris. What about you guys? Oh, we'll probably head straight for the inn and check on Sorry, that'll have to wait. What? Even from a quick glance, there's far too much about this scene that's off. And the clues here won't be around forever. I know how you feel, I really do, but let's prioritize the investigation right for now. Joshua is right. Joshua is always right. You're right, we're bracers after all. We have to figure out what happened here. Let's start with the sleep of the grounds. Looks like you've made it up. It looks like you've made up your minds. Okay, we're counting on you. Interesting. Okay, we got the FF14 circle going. The planet herbs that have been pulled by the roots and thrown everywhere. We'll search
Estelle,
like.
hold on.
Okay, I didn't mean to go that far, bro. The firewood for the fireplace is scattered everywhere. I just like to go on the outer rim of the circle first and then close in. The dirt from the flower bed is all over the place. The tipped over milk tank is already empty. I got a feeling it's gonna ask me like one of those fucking investigation questions. The barrel that contained food is completely charred. The stone wall has completely collapsed. This spot, the damage here is especially bad. Not to mention it kind of smelled here, don't you think? Yeah, that probably means one thing. The remains of the door lie charred on the ground. Oh boy, nothing but ashes. Huh? What's wrong? Is it just me? Or does the hinge look like it was torn right off? You're right. It looks like it was destroyed before the fire broke out. The barrel that contained food is completely charred. Man, I was really freaked out last night. Even from Menorah, we were able to tell that the northeastern sky was oddly red. We hurried here as fast as we could, but we couldn't stop the place from burning. The damage here is so bad, they'll likely have to rebuild it all from scratch. It's not going to be cheap. I wonder what Matron Teresa will do. Interesting. The planted herbs have been pulled by the roots and thrown everywhere. Okay. Oh, did I miss this one? No. It's the same one, I think. Yeah. So what are we missing here? Oh. They're not. What are we missing? Yeah, it does kind of make sense, yeah, because you are, I guess bracers are kind of like cops, essentially. You know, detectives. Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty cool. Bro, what am I missing here? I wish it would like...
Estelle, hold on.
I wish it would like basically deactivate the ones you already did. So I would know like what we're missing. We definitely did this one. Any help, chat? Do you guys know what I'm missing? That. Charred wall. Okay. Wait, I did this, right? Yeah, we did that. Unless there's another charred wall. Spoke to both NPCs? Yeah, I spoke to both of them. Oh, yeah. Ruin, yeah. Huh. That's weird. Did it examine all the flowers? I thought so. There has to be like one thing that we miss that flags for the next cutscene. But I just don't know what it is. So I guess I have to go through and do everything again. Let's see. Milk tank. Barrels. Wall. Door. Run along the wall of the house? Okay. There's the barrel there. No, that's that. What about the bench? Ah, that's probably the bench. It was the bench. Thank you so much. That's what we missed. Okay, how about we take a moment to organize what we learned? Good idea. First, the source of the fire. It doesn't seem like it started inside the building. I think it's very likely that it started outside. Outside? Yeah, right here. The fire probably from here, spread from here to around the entire building. Oh, you mean where the stone wall collapsed? But how do you know that's where the fire started? Well, it was where there was the most damage. So, the ground is scorched. The ground is far more scorched than anywhere else. You can tell if you compare them. Yeah. Hey, you're right. The fire really did start here, outside the building. Do you know what that implies? You mean... someone started this fire. Yeah, I think so too. The lingering smell. It's highly flammable oil. They must have spread it around and then set it on fire. That's awful. Dude, who the fuck would set a, like, fire to the orphanage? It's odd this place is this messy. I mean, why is the garden completely ruined? Someone must have done this on purpose.
Really true?
I mean, it has to be, right?
Oh, Chloe!
I didn't know you were here.
Why? How could anyone do this? This place is filled with irreplaceable memories.
Yeah, this is pretty
Why would
fucked.
anyone do something so heartless? Chloe. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. I just...
Don't be sorry. We understand. We only visited yesterday, but I still can't believe it. This is outrageous, right? How could anyone do this?
Estelle.
But at least the matron and the children were all safe. So everything will be okay. You don't have to worry anymore, all right?
Thank you. I feel a little better now. The headmaster suddenly burst into our classroom during morning classes.
and he told me that a fire had broken out at the orphanage. I could barely breathe the whole way here.
I see.
Everyone is at the inn in Minoria. We finished our investigation here, so if you don't mind, could we join you in visiting them?
Oh, not at all. I'd be grateful if you did.
All right then. Let's head to Minoria.
Yay.
The children and the matron must have been terrified.
That fire was massive. I'm just glad that they were safe.
Don't worry. I know everyone will cheer right up when they see you, Chloe.
I'm so glad you two are here.
Can I teleport? I can. Let's go.
Be there in a jiffy.
And then let's see, where's the quest actually at? Is it in there? Oh, is it actually inside? That's weird. Is it like on top? It is on top. Okay.
Matron! Everyone!
Oh, Chloe! You're here!
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. And no one's hurt?
No, we're all fine. I'm okay too.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad.
Oh, thank you for coming, my dear. And I see Estelle and Joshua came with you as well.
Yes. The owner of the inn reported what happened to the guild.
We were investigating the scene, so we stopped by to see you.
I see. Thank you for visiting us.
Your investigation? You mean the fire, right? Did you figure anything out?
Well...
How best to say this?
Josette did it. No, I'm just playing.
Hey everyone, who's hungry? I didn't have breakfast, so I was thinking of getting something to eat in the dining hall. And I thought I might as well treat you all with some sweets.
What? Really? I want pudding! But Chloe... Come on, Clem. Huh? Quit moping and hurry up. Let's go, Chloe.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, no, they didn't die. That would have been fucking crazy though.
That was
if
a
they
big
did.
help.
I would have been like, holy
I really
shit.
didn't want the kids to hear this.
This game went from like
Me
0
neither.
to 100 so fast.
It seemed like that girl Mary
Yeah, they're
picked up on
alive.
it, though.
I'm truly blessed to have such a clever girl around. Now then, you mentioned something about an investigation? Please, ask me anything.
Thank you for your cooperation.
All right. Well then,
First of all, based on what we found in our investigation, we've concluded that the fire was most likely arson.
I see. I suspected as much. I'm always very careful when it comes to using the fire, so I did find it odd.
Now, may I ask, do you have any idea who might have done this? In other words, someone who could have had a motive.
No, not at all. We don't have much in terms of Mira, and I can't imagine anyone would have a grudge against us.
so it wasn't for money or revenge.
I truly hope this isn't the case, but we can't rule out that this might have been done for sick amusement. Did you notice anything strange just before or after the incident? For example, a suspicious-looking person lurking around the orphanage?
Let me see. No, no one after you two arrived. And I cannot imagine that gentleman was involved in this either.
That gentleman?
While we were attempting to escape from the building, a roof beam fell, blocking the entrance. But then a man broke through the door. He moved the beam and helped the children and me escape.
Wow, that's impressive. Was it someone from Minoria?
Oh, he did it.
I wish I could tell you, but after he saved us, he ran off, saying he was going to get help from the village.
Chat, the man who rescued them also burned the orphanage down, and the reason that he did it was because he wanted to rizz up Mother Teresa. That's my theory.
But when we asked the people of Minoria, no one seemed to know who he was.
That sounds suspicious. Also, it's a little weird that he was around the orphanage that late at night. Do you remember what he looked like?
He looked to be in his late 20s and was dressed in an ivory-colored coat. Also, he had beautiful silver hair.
Oh shit, it really was Sephiroth. It really was Sephiroth. Oh shit, let's go.
Silver hair?
He had a deep, thoughtful gaze that spoke of hardships, despite his youth. He didn't seem like a bad person.
He sounds a bit odd, but he did save you. So I guess he's probably not the culprit. Joshua? Hello? Anyone home?
Yeah. You're right. He could just be another wandering bracer. We should probably remove him from the suspect list.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, Chloe.
Where are the children?
They're downstairs enjoying some cake. Matron, you have some visitors.
Visitors?
Pardon the interruption.
Oh.
Mayor Dalmore.
Oh, it seems the young bracers from the other day are here too. Jean moves quick as ever, I see. Now then. It's been a while, Matron Teresa. I just heard the news and rushed over as soon as I could. It's truly a relief that you're safe.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm honored you would visit during such a busy time.
No, there is no duty more important than assisting the people of this land. More than that, it's infuriating that someone would commit such a terrible crime. And to the very building that Joseph so cherished. You have my deepest sympathy.
Thank you. He would be saddened, but more than anything, I know he'd simply be relieved that the children are safe. I only regret that I was unable to save his mementos from the fire.
Matron Teresa.
Bracers, have you any leads on the culprit?
Our investigation has only just begun, so we can't say for sure. But we believe it may have been the work of a thrill seeker.
I see. That is truly deplorable. To think someone with such a wicked soul could be here in beautiful Ruan.
Mayor, this may be inappropriate, but...
What is it?
Might this incident possibly be their doing?
Hold on. Who do you mean by they?
The men who harassed you yesterday. You know, those thugs who hang around the warehouse district.
They did this?
Pardon me for asking this, but why would you suspect them?
Just as you saw yesterday, they're constantly causing trouble and defying the mayor. It even seems like they enjoy being a nuisance to him. Thus, it only makes sense that they would strike at the matron who holds the mayor in such high regard.
Gilbert!
Yes, sir.
Motherfucker's name is
Nothing
Gilbert.
has been confirmed.
Imagine
yet,
unironically
so stop
naming
making
your
careless
child
remarks.
Gilbert. Yeah, I know.
This is a serious crime. We cannot afford false accusations.
Bro, his mom carried him inside of her for 9 months. And when he was born, she was like, hey, Gilbert. Gilbert. That's what I'm gonna call him.
My apologies. I spoke out of turn.
Rather than unnecessary assumptions, let us place our faith in these bracers to find the culprits. I trust we can count on you?
Yeah, leave it to us.
We'll do everything we can.
Good. That's the answer I wanted to hear. Incidentally, Matron Teresa, I had a question for you as well.
What is it?
With the orphanage in the state it's in, what do you intend to do next? Rebuilding will take quite some time and cost a great deal of mira.
To be honest, I'm at a complete loss. We have a little in savings, but far from enough to rebuild the orphanage.
Matron.
I thought as much. So, I have a proposal for you.
What is it?
The Dalmore family has a villa in the capital, Gransel. We rarely stay there, so it's practically vacant for most of the year. For the time being, why don't you take the children and live there?
What?
Of course, I wouldn't dream of charging you a single mira. You're welcome to stay for as long as needed until you are able to rebuild.
But I couldn't trouble you and your family that much.
Nobody is living there anyway. If it would ease your mind, perhaps I could ask you to manage it for me. Of course, proper gratuity would be provided.
Mayor. May I have some time to consider it? It's a generous offer, but with everything that's happened, I'm still a little overwhelmed.
Of course. Take all the time you need. Now then, I'll take my leave for today. Reach out to me whenever you've made up your mind.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Gilbert, we're heading out.
Yes!
Whoa, that guy's incredible. Isn't he something? Just like Mayor Maybell.
Yeah, as expected of a nobleman.
Matron, what do you intend to do about the mayor's offer?
What is your opinion, dear?
Logically speaking, I think it's best to accept the offer. But if you were to go to the capital...
How to raise up the orphanage mill. Hire her as your maid for your holiday home. Yeah.
No. Never mind.
You've always been such a reasonable child. You needn't worry, Chloe. Tell me your honest feelings.
Nobody will be here to take care of the herb garden. And it feels like all of the wonderful memories of you and Mr. Joseph would just disappear. I'm sorry. That must all sound very silly and selfish.
I feel just the same. That place holds countless memories with him and the children. But right now, we must face the present, not cling to memories of the past.
Yes.
I'll make my decision soon. For now, you must focus on preparing for the school festival. The children are looking forward to it too.
Yes.
Estelle, Joshua. I apologize for not doing more, but I'll leave the investigation to you.
Yes, please, leave it to us.
We'll definitely catch whoever did this and make them pay.
Man, this is one heck of a situation. We've got to catch whoever did this, but where do we even start? Right. For now, we should head back to the guild and report this to Jean. We can discuss our next steps from there. Got it. Oh, is something wrong? You're zoning out. I'm sorry. I think I'm just a little overwhelmed. No wonder. By the way, Joseph Matron Teresa's husband. Yes. But he passed away a few years ago. He was always very kind to me. Is that so? Does that mean you're also from the orphanage? No, not exactly. Some time ago, I stayed with them because of some difficult circumstances of my own. After I came to Ruan to attend the Royal Academy, we reconnected. I see now. So that's why you were helping the matron out at the orphanage. That's right. Compared to what the matron and the children are going through, my struggles are hardly worth noting. I had to find a way to brighten their... Chloe. Oh, Mary, what happened? Why are you in such a hurry? Chloe, help. Clem's gone. Huh? Gone? You mean he's not at Minoria? Can you tell us the details? Sure. When those men came in, I think Clem snuck upstairs too. When he came down, his face was all red, and he shouted something like, "They aren't gonna get away with this." Then he ran off just like that. They aren't gonna get away with this? Wait, you don't think... I would say... the thugs? Yeah, he probably went after the Ravens. He must have overheard what the secretary said. Oh no, this is really bad. Don't tell me he's gonna try to fight them all by himself. Oh goodness, no. I can't stand here. I have to go after him right now. We'll go with you. If we're fast, we might catch up to him before he reaches the city of Ruan. Chloe. Don't worry, we'll bring Clem back safe and sound, I promise. You take care of the other kids and the matron for me, okay, Mary? I'll leave the rest to you. Alright, let's hurry to Ruan. Yes.
Clem.
Hey.
Looks
EP
like
is
he's
up.
not in the
And then, hold on, let me see something.
anymore.
Not the enemies, but the quest. They're still on medium. We got
Shouldn't
time.
be that fast.
Dang. We do have to
But he's
run
been
there.
gone a while. We need to move. Stay alert.
We'll just speed on through. And oh wait. Let's see. Are we actually supposed to? Oh, we're going to the beach. That's right.
Watch for ranged attacks.
And then I love high speed mode. It is awesome as fuck. You can just blast straight through all these long walks. And we can get straight to Ruan. Wait, do quest deadlines update as you progress? I don't know if they do, but I'm assuming that maybe they do. I'm hoping they do. Otherwise, I'm cooking myself right now. He wasn't on the road, which means, oh no, he might have barged into their hideout. Let's hurry to the warehouse district in the south block. Actually, let me see. Oh, I didn't mean to chat.
Time for some shopping.
I wanted to talk. Oh, man.
I'll pick this.
Let's upgrade.
I got it.
What's a good upgrade for a stealth?
Pick you. Come back anytime.
Okay. Sweet. Actually, wait. That's where the green quest is. Let's grab it while we're here. I came from Zeus to do some market research on this orbital gun I'm building. But on the way, I ran into some nasty monsters. On the Ina Causeway. Also remember you can upgrade your equipment at the orbital factory using the Customize tab. Okay. I panicked and dropped the bag with my prototype inside and just bolted. Oh, we saw your request on the bulletin board. You're trying to track down that prototype orbital gun, right? Yeah, that's right. Please find it if you can. Okay. Cool. Just figured we'd advance that one. Zeiss? Okay. Not good. It's already just before noon. No. Clem, wait. Yo, what happens if you need to get to the other side? You know, during that. He can't hear us. Why does this bridge have to go up now? We can't just wait 30 minutes for it to come back down? Oh no, at this rate, Clem will... What do we do? What could we possibly... It's okay, Chloe. Have you forgotten what you told us the other day? Huh? How did the people cross the river before the bridge was built? The ferry. You're right. There should be a rental boat behind the hotel. Alright, let's grab one and go. Let's see, do I have to go through the hotel to get behind it? I think I do, right? I imagine I do. Maybe if I go down, there's a way out. Here we go. What do you kids want? Could you lend us that boat? We need to cross the river. It's an emergency. Sorry, this boat's been reserved by the Duke. Said he was going on a cruise. What? No. Please, please, I beg you. A little boy may be in serious danger. Ah, don't look at me all doe-eyed. You look just like my granddaughter. Okay then. I can't say no to heroes on their way to rescue someone. Go ahead and take the boat. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I'll just tell the Duke or whoever that the boat's still under maintenance. Hey kid, you know how to operate a boat? Yes, I know the basics. Alright, hop on, you two. I think this would be cool if it just like turned into God of War 2018 suddenly. And I had to like row the boat and shit. Here we are, the southernmost section of the warehouse district. Also, I think at this point in the game, the Orbital Factory should have level 2 tier quartz available. Okay, sweet. I probably should upgrade at some point. It seems Clem did indeed head for the innermost warehouse. Then we really should hurry. The hangout is around there too. Got it. Oh, I remember. This is a warehouse that I went to, and there was a guy outside guarding it, and he was like, hey, why are you going near the warehouse? And we're like, yo, we weren't even like trying to go into the warehouse. We were just like looking. Why are you like freaking out? Interesting. Now we know why he acted like that. Saw Ravens causing a ruckus earlier, probably fooling around over some nonsense again. Is there anything that we're...
You guys.
And you look like just like every other old man and liberal. I know. Every old guy in liberal looks exactly like that.
I'll never forgive you.
What's this brat babbling about?
Hey, this isn't a place for little punks like you. Go home and drink some milk from your mommy.
Good one.
That was like not a good one, bro. That was a really lame one.
What? What the hell? What's this brat's deal?
Don't make fun of me for not having a mom. I've got Matron Teresa,
And she's like a real mom to me.
She's like a real mom to me too,
Destroyed
bro.
her precious home. How dare you? How dare you?
You're getting a little too cocky, kid.
Guess you've earned yourself a little punishment.
How about 100 smacks on the ass?
Stop it!
You're...
Hooey! How dare you! Using violence on children just for fun? It's despicable. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves?
What'd you say? Well, well, little missy. You might have a pretty face, but every man's got his limits, you know?
So you got a couple bracers with you. Do you really think you can beat us all?
Chloe, stay back.
We'll buy you some time, so grab Clem and get...
No. I'll fight too!
Huh?
I wish never to have to use this, but
Oh shit! Cutscene,
I was
cutscene.
taught to wield a sword to protect others. I believe now is the time to use those teachings.
What?
Is that a rapier for self-defense?
Release the child. Or else, I will be forced to take decisive action.
Damn, she's cool.
Graceful, too. This isn't the time for that, you morons! We're not gonna let this little bitch push us around.
Let's show them just how tough the Ravens really are.
Oh man. I like how they're like, why is she kinda... That's so funny.
Get it together! You ain't getting away! I won't let you!
Okay.
Here you go!
They get like 200 turns before I get like one.
I'll change the tide of battle. I'll get you all.
Yeah. I mean, I start out with crit, right? So why not just crit all of them? Okay. Beautiful.
This is bad.
That's pretty damn good. And it's also a crit.
Payback time!
Stay put, Glenn. We'll save you right now.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, we got some fucking German names here. I probably should heal Estelle. I wanted to use her cool move.
May your wounds be healed.
You're a lifesaver.
Don't get carried away!
Did he just slap ass for a buff? Yes.
You better not be messing with me! Get lost! Here you go!
Ready at any time.
Clock up X, dude.
Leave it to me. I'll get you all.
And I'll use it for Chloe too.
Thank you. Here goes.
Okay. These dumb fucks standing in a row. Finna mow them down like fucking bowling balls, dude. See how this works.
Too slow. You'll pay. Eat this. Thank you.
Yes.
Ready at any time.
Because I needed that. Let's see, do I have remove bonus? I'll just delay. Yeah, that's fine.
Gotcha.
And that should crit, right? Yeah. Shane.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Faster. No getting lazy. I ain't going down easy.
Wait. Why do you soul infuse by slapping each other's ass? Why does that infuse your soul into somebody else, fellas? Why? Why? Why does that infuse your soul? That's interesting.
I'll bash you away.
That was so funny.
Quit slacking.
This is dangerous. The perfect move.
Let's see.
I'll get you all.
That's as good as I can do here.
Don't get cocky. The hell are you looking at?
Leave it to me.
HP regen. Website debuff removal. Let's try this.
Thank you. Hey! I won't let you! Get lost!
Oh shit, Joshua is hella low on health.
Need to regroup.
Let's just use like a...
Phew, that was close.
There we go.
I'm on fire. I'm counting on you.
HP all... Okay. Delay and freeze all within the circle. Let's just see what this does. Interesting. And it froze them too.
You'll pay.
That's pretty handy.
Anytime. I'm going on perfect move.
Do this. Nice.
Faster. Quit acting dead. I ain't going down easy. Don't get carried away.
Let's go. I can take them all.
Wait. Actually, Earthguard makes sense. I probably should have started with that.
I see your move.
Yeah, because now we have an HP shield, right? Sweet.
I'll be your opponent. I'll get you all.
And then we can flicker again, dude. Flicker spam is just the way to go.
Keep at it.
Yes! There!
Payback time. Hey!
You're wide open! Leave it to me!
Oh, yes. Yes. Aw, damn, I can't get him in it too. Oh, wait, I can. Let's go. Let's go. Yo.
You'll pay.
I'm not done yet!
You ain't done
Oh,
yet.
shit. Oh, he's gonna crit.
Eyes open, idiot. Let's go. Perfect move.
Go all out!
Do you have something that can steal?
I'll get you all.
No. Cloak dagger, heavy stun. Just makes more sense to delay them, I guess. See if I can get the best optimal angle for all my bowling ball pins. Dang, looks like I can get everyone except for green hair here. That's okay.
Don't get cocky. This is tough. You're going down. Kaboom!
My bread and butter setup for all boss fights in this game is in the first few turns getting everyone clocked up, then Earth Guard on them, maybe a morale or two, then spam moves that have a delay or weave in any spell if possible. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let's first bring back Chloe.
Wanna play?
That was dangerous.
I feel like I've been too casual about this fight.
I won't let you.
And you're right, I could have buffed and debuffed more.
You're going down.
No mercy. Oh my god, did it just fucking kill her again? Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Perfect move. Yeah.
Thanks! Let's go!
I'll show you.
So we can gain some distance too.
Do it!
Phew, that was dangerous.
There we go, and that gives her more HP.
You're going down. Kaboom!
Fuck!
Are you alright?
Oh shit!
Can I?
Oh my god, best girl!
Together.
Best girl, let's go!
You're wide open! Healing!
Holy shit.
I can't.
That one thing has made me a massive Chloe fan. Like, yo, like, let's fucking go, dude. She is the best girl. Oh my god, dude. My goat.
Yeah. Get lost.
Healing! You're a lifesaver.
You're going down. Kaboom!
common rule of thumb I use is defensive arts at the start, bosses and large human mobs, since humans tend to not have elemental weaknesses anyway. And then if there's a status I want to inflict them, use attack arts that I conflict. When fighting monsters, my strategies are different, but I still buff at the start. Okay, yeah. I buffed a little bit at the start of this, but yeah, probably not enough.
We go together.
Oh wait, I just realized that Joshua died. Oh fuck.
Take 'em all.
That's not good. Wait, are you fucking silenced? What the fuck?
Phew, that was close.
Dang, I think we might lose this long ass fight.
Eat this! I'll bash you away! Here you go!
Healing! You're a lifesaver. The glitter of the septium. The glitter of the septium.
Aw, dang, right when she has.
Need to regroup.
Right when Estelle can crit.
Prepare yourself.
I can take 'em all.
I'll show ya.
Wanna play?
I'll get you. I'll show ya.
Need to regroup.
Fuck it.
Phew, that was close.
I see your move. You ain't getting away.
Me. Payback time.
This is dangerous.
Oh my god. Okay, dude. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up so
I'll
bad.
get you all.
We fucked up. I want to restart the fight.
I'll get you. Yeah.
Phew, that was dangerous.
Healing. Thanks.
I'll show no mercy. Sit.
Thank you.
Wait, I think we can come back.
Here goes.
I think we can come back.
Stay calm.
I'm counting on you, Estelle.
How's this?
I think we can come back. She doesn't have that.
Everyone, let's go.
Okay.
Here you go.
Fuck, he critted. Yo! Everyone's on Estelle. Oh my god, bro. They want Estelle dead.
Perfect move.
They want her dead, bro. I don't even know if that's worth it.
Wanna play?
You might as well just give her some regular healing.
Close one.
You better not be messing with me.
Alright, thank you. Thank you.
Here goes.
Okay, yeah, we're out of that. What else can we do here? put all of them in one place, but okay. Estelle can now crit. It's better to do this. I want to take the red hair guy down as fast as possible.
Joshua!
Yeah! Don't get cocky. I ain't losing!
Follow my lead, Joshua!
What if we do this? Extreme stun, steal bonus. Dang, we don't have. No one has any bonuses. I can get 2 guys, or I can get 1. Fuck it. I'll get 2. Oh shit, I think we're gonna kill one of them.
Follow my lead, Joshua!
Yes, we are. Holy shit.
I'll get you all. I'll show you.
Try it. Oh, I forgot I even cast that.
Keep at it.
Some you can use triple level 100 triple S-craft and kill them all in a single hit. Dang. Okay, okay. Interesting. Oh dang, we don't have enough for her S-craft. Dang. I want to get both of them. Yeah, that's still the right thing to do, I think. Why isn't he dead? Holy shit. Oh, her S-craft isn't damaged? Oh, okay. Oh. Her HP is low, but let's do this anyway. Yeah.
Hey, you serious? How?
Close one.
Not going down that easy. This is the end.
No. No. Fucking
Sorry, guys.
Estelle.
I'll show no mercy.
Oh my god. Okay. We always do this.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Close one.
It's on you.
This is going to hurt.
Oh, wait, can I? No. But that's still pretty good, right?
See? There! There's an opening! you up!
Got it! Damn it! Leave it to me.
Okay.
Perfect move.
No, we don't need to. Liquor.
Let's keep it up!
Fuck, man. Yeah, I'll be safe. I'll heal Estelle. Let's just use one of these. Play it safe. Oh shit, Chloe. I forgot about Chloe. Oh fuck, Chloe's dead.
Forget.
I was worried about Estelle and I did not see Chloe. Oh fuck. No.
All right.
I'll show no mercy.
Oh, fuck me. It's the right thing to do to heal Estelle, or is it to just continue my offense?
Prepare yourself.
Let's see if I can kill this guy.
You're done.
Nice.
Phew, that was dangerous.
Don't get carried away. I won't let you. Don't get carried away.
Don't get carried away.
Speed it up!
What's the main prudent?
Stay calm.
Oh, will you not select Joshua? Thanks. Okay.
Thank you. Let's go. The perfect move. Let's go. Too slow. Faster. It's on you.
This is going to hurt.
Prepare yourself.
Let's see.
The creator of the Septium.
Prepare yourself.
Here we go! There!
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Creator of the Septium.
Okay. Well, with this right then, I guess we might as well just, you know, just hit the motherfucker normally.
Keep it up.
Yes! I'm not done yet! I'm not done yet!
I'll change the tide of battle. I'm going all out. Let's go. Too slow.
I'm not done yet!
It's on you. You're mine.
There we go.
Done yet.
Kidding?
We got it. Easy clap, chat.
Are these kids monsters? I get the bracers.
Oh no,
but
we're
that
back
girl
on
ain't
normal.
either.
People convinced me that normal was probably the best way to approach
Chloe!
You're really good.
this until I learn all the mechanics.
I've still got a long way to go.
Still a good job, thank you.
I believe there's no point in fighting any longer. I ask you again. Let the child go.
You bitch! You think we'll just hand over this brat after you humiliated us like that?
Enough.
Who's that? Are you with them?
Cloud's back.
Seriously? I know it's been a while, but you've already forgotten my voice, huh?
Agate? You?
What are you doing here? And wait, do you know these guys?
Race.
Yes, sir?
Bro's name is Race. Yeah, Earthguard is good. I have it on Estelle.
Harassing girls, beating up
I didn't
kids.
use it on this fight, but I should have.
You really have time to be loafing around like that.
Yeah, Earth Ornaments are good because they are
You're the
great
one
for
who ran
defense.
off, so you can't just barge in.
What was that?
Chief, spare us! Here, look! I'll let the kid go.
I opened all the slots on Joshua, I think, or was it
Thank
Estelle? I have to
goodness.
look.
You're safe now, all right?
Should have just done that from the start.
Seriously, you're as rough as ever. And actually, what's up with you arriving just in the nick of time?
I heard the news from Gene. He said some rookies I knew were investigating an arson. Now then. Hey, kid.
What?
You've got guts to charge in here alone. I'll give you that. But you took things a bit too far this time. Try not to make your mom worry too much, all right?
Huh? Clem!
Matron! How did you know we were here?
The branch officer at the guild told me the situation and kindly guided me here. Oh, Clem, what were you thinking?
I'm not gonna say sorry this time. I'm gonna catch whoever set that fire with my bare hands.
Clem!
Matron Teresa, please don't scold him.
No, I have no intention of scolding him. Listen to me, Clem. I understand how you feel. That home where we all lived together was precious to me, too.
Matron looks
However,
permanently high, I know.
Even if you get your revenge on whoever did this, it won't bring our home back.
Okay, we can upgrade our ornaments.
So as long as all of you are safe, that is all I could ever ask for. I don't wish for anything more. So please, no more dangerous stunts.
Matron.
This kind of thing gets me every time.
I understand. I'm just so relieved that he's safe.
This is why I can't stand women and kids. Hey, kid. Get the matron and the brat out of here.
Are you allowed to say that?
This kind of stuff.
I don't mind, but what are you
Dog.
planning to do next, Agate?
Isn't it obvious?
Oh, bro,
I'm gonna
misogynist
put the squeeze on
Agate.
these
Let's go.
punks and find out if they're responsible for
Holy
the fire.
shit, dude. That's crazy.
After I teach them a lesson or two, of course.
Have mercy!
Oh, I see. In that case, I'd hate to get in your way.
Thank you so much for everything. I don't know how I could ever repay you.
No need to thank us. It's part of our job, after all. But are you sure you don't want us to walk you back to Minoria?
Yes, we'll be fine. I know Gull's Seaside Way like the back of my hand. I cannot have you help us anymore. I'm afraid I'd be pushing my luck.
It's really no trouble.
Matron, please, at least let me accompany you.
No, my dear. You have festival preparations to attend to. The children are looking forward to it after all.
Very well.
Oh, good. I made it in time.
All right, thanks for the advice, Crossy.
The
Yeah, let's
bonus
take a
been
look at our
returned.
build after this scene.
Ah, thanks.
I'm sorry for making you deal with that.
Oh, don't worry. It wasn't much trouble.
I owe you my thanks as well, Joshua.
Chloe? And Estelle and Joshua. Thank you for saving me today. I did something really stupid.
Clem,
I wanted to get revenge, but I couldn't do a thing. And then you had to come save me. I'm so pathetic.
That's not...
You aren't pathetic in the slightest.
Huh?
You stood strong and faced danger to protect the ones you care about. That's something even most adults can't do. If anything, I think that's pretty cool and brave.
Joshua.
You don't have to worry about finding the culprits and bringing them to justice. That's our job. Instead, you should focus on protecting the matron and the children in the way only you can. Stay with them, help them with chores, cheer them up, support them. Clem, these are some of the things only you can do.
Something only I can do. Yeah, I think I get what you mean, Joshua.
Do you think you can do that?
Of course. Just leave it to me.
Thank you truly for everything. Well then, we'll be on our way now.
Oh, Chloe! I'm excited for your play.
thank you. I'll do my best, so make sure to bring everyone to come see it.
I will. See you guys!
Thank goodness. He's back to his energetic self. That was such a beautiful speech, Joshua.
I was surprised too. I didn't expect Clem to completely bounce back. Joshua, you have my sincerest thanks.
No, I didn't say anything special. Protecting those you hold dear, huh? Anyway, I'm just glad he's safe. Thank you for your help, Chloe.
Oh, no. I should be the one thanking you. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder how the interrogation of those men at the warehouse is going.
The red-haired guy did say something about putting the squeeze on them. I wonder if he's done already.
For now, why don't we head back to the guild? Would you like to come with us, Chloe?
Yes. I want to know the truth of the matter as well. Just who could have started that fire?
All right then, let's go.
Okay. So here's what I currently have. This is Estelle. And then this is Joshua. Oh shit, I unlocked this and I forgot to actually even put something there. That could have actually helped with this past fight. Okay. And then Chloe also has one of her still locked. Let's see. Oh, we definitely need... Oh, shit. We should have equipped this. This is something that Crossy told me about, where I get 30% more septium from enemies. Actually, can I replace maybe like one of Estelle's earth? Defense and critical health. Ah. Oh, it'll do that. Okay. Which color is the ornament factor again, or can I do it in the guild? I can't remember. Can I do it in the guild? Oh, okay. We'll just see this cutscene. Is it orange? Okay. Great. Kids, I heard the rescue went off without a hitch. Thankfully, anyway, imagine our surprise. Never thought Mr. Red Hair would show up. You mean Agate? He was already there in Ruan for another matter, so I kind of forced him to help. After all, he used to be the leader of the Ravens. I thought so. He seems to be so rough around the edges. That was a long time ago, though. He showed up in Ruan when he was about your age. Okay, yeah, let's do the side quest. Led a pretty rough gang. Compared to those days, Ravens are now model citizens. How did a guy like that manage to become a bracer? Well, he met someone who changed his life. From there, he worked hard to become a bracer, and now he's one of our rising stars. People really can change. Enough with that bullshit. He's back. You just say whatever you want, don't you? Still the same smug bastard, I see. I'll take that as a compliment. More importantly, how did the questioning go? Good. I'm all done for now. Can't say for sure, but I don't think it was them. Really? You're not just covering for them, are you? Why would I do that, dumbass? Plenty of people saw him drinking all night at the Sailor's Tavern. I doubt anyone who was drunk as they were could have started that fire without getting burned. If that's the case, maybe we can remove them from our suspect list now. Honestly, I doubt they'd have the guts to do something like this in the first place. Yeah, true, they really are all bark, no bite. Anyways, I'll be sure to keep an eye on them, while I hunt down the real culprit. Huh? I'm taking over the investigation from here. You two are stepping back. What? Hey, we were here first. Why are you butting in? Could you give us an explanation? You're letting your personal feelings get in the way. That clouds your judgment and applies to that applies to everyone, not just bracers. Not to mention you went and got a civilian dragged in a fight. Oh. I'm sorry, you don't need to apologize. This is about their lack of professionalism. What I want to say is that you still don't have the right mindset for this job. Do you really have to be that harsh with us? No matter what you say, we promised the matron that we'd... Hey, Jean, what does the rulebook say about when a senior bracer and a junior bracer both request the same mission? Really? You know as well as I do. Obviously, the senior bracer gets it. We may not be seniors, but we can hold our own in a fight. We could at least help you with... I don't need help for a simple investigation. Alright, we're done here. Don't take this personally, okay? Who the hell does he think he is? As frustrating as it is, I don't think he's wrong. Shame we don't have a firmer ground to stand on. I'm really sorry. If only I hadn't drawn my sword. You didn't do anything wrong. Seriously, I swear that guy has it out for us. Now, go easy on him. He's not the best at expressing himself, but he really does mean well. And that's not all. This case might be connected to the ones he's been working on as well. What? What case is that? I can't tell you the details, but please, leave this to him. I'd really appreciate it if you did. I see. Agate really just left you agape? A little bit. Alright, well, you'll explain everything we've discovered so far. Seems you two really have looked into this. But as I mentioned, there are some complications with this case. I'm afraid your investigation will have to end with this report. But I really want to do something for the matron and the kids. This is so unfair. Estelle. Jean, perhaps I misunderstood, but bracers are allowed to assist with community events too, are they not? It depends, but yes, for the most part. For example, we're helping with the Royal Academy School Festival security since it's such a big event. In that case, Estelle, Joshua, would you both consider helping us with our play? Huh? What exactly do you mean by that? By the end of the festival each year, we perform a play in the auditorium. The children are looking forward to it too, but we still haven't decided on the actors for 2 major roles. Do you mean you want us to play those parts? this rate, we might have to cancel this year's plays. I'd feel terrible, and the children are so excited to see it. So last night, I mentioned the two of you to our student council president, and she was thrilled with the idea and insisted I bring you to the school at once. She mentioned that they will offer you a small stipend from the budget. Wait, why us? I mean, I've never acted once in my life. We're looking for a girl experienced in combat, and I thought you'd be able to perform the role perfectly, Estelle. I see. Well, I'm pretty confident in my combat skills, so sounds like a perfect role. What is the other one like? Well, I'd rather not say myself. Oh, why not? Because it's a little embarrassing. Is he gonna have to cross-dress? Is this Final Fantasy VII too? What exactly are you implying here? Hey Joshua, you're gonna bother her if you keep pushing her like that. You get to take part in the festival, make those kids happy. And it's official work. 3-in-1 combo. Looks like we gotta do it. Hold on. Gene, are we really allowed to take on these types of requests? Of course you are. That's community work. Nothing wrong with, I didn't read the rest of that. Thanks to Agate, we should have everything covered here. So go on and take that request if you like. Yay! I can't say I have a good feeling about this, but if it will cheer up the children, we should accept the offer. Before we go, though, we should probably take care of any business we have here. I doubt there will be time to return here once we arrive. Yeah. That's the game's way of telling us to finish up the side quest. We might need to make a couple of stops along the way. Is that okay? Of course. Don't worry about me. But by the way, to get to the Royal Academy, head out the guild side way. Actually, I already discovered it when roaming around.
Academy, huh? Should I brush up on my proper greetings?
Okay, so now these are short. So it does update, actually.
I beg your pardon. Oh no.
Oh, holy shit. And we got a ton of them now.
Estelle, please don't do that. You're making me embarrassed.
We got a fuck ton of side quests now. But, let's head to the... Oh, it's like literally next door. I was looking for it.
Time to look around.
I guess we'll talk to him first and get the side quest. Hey, are you Tobias? We're from the Bracer Guild. Oh, it must be about the maintenance bag. I've been waiting for you. So do you think you can deliver it right away? Alright, go ahead and take the goods. The goods? Sounds sketchy. Careful, it's heavy. Receive maintenance bag. Bigger than you thought, huh? It's packed with everything. Spare ornaments, full tool set, the works. We just haul it to Varine Lighthouse, right? Yeah, make sure you hand it straight to the keeper himself. All that equipment's expensive, so be extra careful with it. I heard from Jean, but still, I didn't expect this. Expect what? You too. I heard you were fresh, but I didn't imagine you'd be this young. Fresh? That makes it sound like fish. Still, gotta admit, this makes me a bit uneasy. Don't write us off just because we're young. No, that's not what I meant. I'm just wondering what old is going to think. You already know about him. I'm sorry to say that we do. Our meeting was, let's just call it, an interesting experience. From the sound of it, you know the drill. You should be fine then. But cut the old man some slack, okay? Keeping a lighthouse is lonely work. It's okay he gets so cranky. For ships at sea, a lighthouse is practically their lifeline. The lighthouse keeper shoulders a heavy responsibility. This quest should take you to an area you haven't been to yet, and there'll be another of the towers. I don't believe this tower is required, but you should explore it anyways, as they usually have good loot in there. Also, there's a hidden grind cave if you want. You actually have everything you need to abuse the grind caves. Okay, sweet. I love how you get different dialogues requests depending on who you talk to. Yeah, because it like basically factors in that we did that lighthouse quest. It's pretty cool. When he was a fisherman, he often went to drink at Lavantar, sorry. But now he's always stuck at the lighthouse, so we can barely ever go have their famous cocktails. It's a real shame for him. I'd love to see him bring something as a gift, but there I go yapping away again. Well, anyway, no matter what the old man says to you, don't take it personally. Gotcha. Won't take it to heart. Okay, we're off. Anything else? Well, that's all. If you forget the details, swing back and I'll go over them again. Okay, I'm counting on you.
Let's begin.
Oh, we need to actually...
Pick what to pick.
Shop.
Take your time to choose.
Oh, okay, and I see. We can actually... increase our quartz here. Except... it seems like we can't really level too much up that we actually have equipped. But we can increase our
I made up
gear.
my mind. I'll pick this. Yes,
On a
please.
stone. Battle suit plus.
I'll pick this. I made up my mind.
Oh, I didn't even realize we had a skull pendant. Oh, wait, we do, and it's equipped to the scale already,
I'll pick
so...
this.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Wait, is this all just... Is it all just the Stell? Why is it... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Is there a way to swap to other characters here? Why is it all just her? Am I missing something? Also, am I too big? Should I make myself smaller? I'll go like a little bit smaller. It shows which character you're playing as? Okay. Interesting. So then what if I...
Take your time to choose.
Oh, okay. I guess it only wants me... Or only Estella has stuff that can be upgraded mostly, because... Give me 1 second, chat. Chat. I forgot I had dinner scheduled at 5. Okay, my fiance is pissed at me. Okay, give me. We have to end right now. Okay, I will see you guys Friday with more trails. It completely slipped my mind. Okay, love you guys.